Top 10 Korean movies on Netflix. It seems safe to say that South Korea is quickly taking over the entertainment industry, with the rise of K-pop, K-dramas gaining popularity on streaming platforms, and Korean films winning major international awards. Hey guys, welcome to your entertainment channel, Netflix Tops, where we tell you about the top-rated movies and series on Netflix. So grab your popcorn and stay with us until the end of this video, because today's video is going to list down the top 10 Korean movies to watch on Netflix. So let's get started. Number 10. Okja. Okja takes more creative risks in the first 5 minutes than most films take over their entire span, and it doesn't let up from there. What appears to be a sticking point for some critics and audiences, particularly Western ones, is the seemingly erratic tone, from sentiment to suspense to giddy action to whimsy to horror to whatever it is Jake Gyllenhaal is doing. But this is part and parcel with what makes Bong Joon-ho movies, well, Bong Joon-ho movies. They're nuanced and complex. They are imaginative works that craft momentum through part-counterpart altercations. And Okja is perhaps the finest example yet of the wild pendulum swing of a Bong film's rhythmic tonality. Okja is also not a film about veganism, but it is a film about how we can find integrity and, above all, how we can act humanely toward other creatures, humans included. Number 9. Squid Game. Honeyed snacks, candy-colored walls, and a larger-than-life doll all sounds like a child's fantasy come to life. But inside the world of Squid Game on Netflix, innocent nostalgia comes with a body count as 456 individuals compete to the death in playground games for 45.6 billion Korean won, or 38.6 million American dollars. All on the brink of financial ruin and desperate for a way out, the players are pinned against each other by the rich and powerful for entertainment until there's just one victor left standing. Manipulated by fine print, the Squid Game competitors aren't intently aware of the life-or-death consequences they've signed up for. After the first game's mass casualties, a loophole gives them a chance to opt out from playing and returning safely to their empty bank accounts. The choice seems like a no-brainer from an outside perspective, but as the essential second episode reveals, there are no good options for those on society's margins, and a worry-free existence where money isn't a daily stressor seems impossible to obtain. The games are bad, but who's to say the real world isn't worse? Number 8. Crash Landing on You. Yoon Si-ri, Sun Yi-jin, is a successful businesswoman with her own fashion and beauty company, Series Choice, and has been picked by her father to succeed him as chairman of an even larger conglomerate. But a strained relationship with her stepmother and jealous brothers in Crash Landing on You have led to depression and a series of short-lived relationships. When a sudden storm blows her paraglider on the wrong side of the DMZ, she finds herself trapped in North Korea and at the mercy of an army captain, Jung-hoi, Yoon-bin, who decides to help her return home. What follows is a gloriously soapy romantic adventure set in one of the most repressive states on Earth. The North Korean soldiers of Company 5 and the woman in the village where Jung-hoi lives are nearly as charismatic and compelling as the show's two all-star romantic comedy leads. Number 7. Kingdom. American zombies are almost always the driving point of the narrative, representing big nasty threats like national anxiety about disease, nuclear war, capitalism, the collapse of society, and racism, often limiting the genre's possibilities and focusing their plots largely on external forces. By contrast, in the Kingdom, these stories become more interesting in how existing structures handle the threat and how coping makes them better equipped for the inevitable return to normal. Western zombie shows allow their audiences to appreciate how society adapts to these monstrous allegories, forming the factional city-states of The Walking Dead, Alexandria, Hilltop, and Woodbury, or the religious zeal of Santa Clarita Diet's Anne Garcia, Natalie Morales. Korean zombie rage in a society that ultimately stays the same. Number 6. Space Sweepers. Netflix introduced its audience to Southeast Asia's big-budget sci-fi with the Chinese film The Wandering Earth, a mess of a story that was still beautiful to look at. Space Sweepers from Korean filmmaker Jung Soo-hee is a much more cohesive and coherent offering with just as much flash. The dystopian setting sees the head of a giant tech company creating an Eden on Mars, essentially consigning most of humanity to poverty and pollution. A ragtag team of space junk collectors is each looking for their own self-interest when they find a mysterious young girl who entangles them in a much larger worries. With compelling characters, thrilling action sequences, and engaging plot, it's a strong entry for Korea's first sci-fi blockbuster. Number 5. The Pirates: The Last Royal Treasure. This new swashbuckling blockbuster has plenty of silly fun with epic sword fights, physical gags, and goofy attack penguins. Han Hyo-joo, stars as the calm, cool pirate captain, and Kang Ha-neul is the leader of the honest bandits she saves. The unlikely pair team up on a quest to find the legendary gold of the fallen dynasty of Goryeo. The Pirates, The Last Royal Treasure is a sequel in spirit to 2014's Pirates, and both films have topped the box office charts in Korea. Number 4. White Knights. Desperately broke, seemingly innocent Si-jin encounters steely, self-possessed Yi-kyung by chance, but their rendezvous seems fated when Si-jin proves she has the mettle to be a daring yes-woman for Yi-kyung's dangerous, ruthless business enterprise. Gallery S CEO Yoon-kyung strives to break Si-jin of her limiting, voracious views on money so she can live fearlessly as a financial assassin and conscienceless corporate warrior. But Yi-kyung's plan to mold and use Si-jin go much farther than even Si-jin anticipates. Deep into a historical feud with her former lover, Gong-woo, an unlikely corporate rival and free spirit. The drama is slow to unfold, but White Knights balances its mystery with stylish, polished visuals, deviously juicy plot twists, and vulnerable, relatable characters. And of course, no Korean drama would be complete without a love triangle. Number 3. All of Us Are Dead. This is not the first time Netflix has brought high schoolers and zombies together. That'd be the underrated, short-lived Daybreak. But the new South Korean coming-of-age apocalyptic series, All of Us Are Dead, makes the school battleground zero for our protagonist when a biology teacher creates a virus that turns their fellow students into the undead. Following hot on Squid Game's heels, it's also managed to parlay the USA's growing fascination with South Korean culture into some serious viewership numbers. Number 2. Veteran. The setup of Veteran is a familiar concept. Tough police detective Sao Do-kyo, Hwang Jung-min, is determined to bring arrogant millionaire Jo Tae-oh, Yo Ao-in, who runs his own crime syndicate, and tried to murder Hwang's friend, to justice despite overwhelming odds. However, Veteran doesn't feel derivative. Instead, it fixes its own unique characters with a heady mixture of action and suspense. Veteran also has a deeply moral core, exploring social divisions and abuses of power within Korean society. The cast too is excellent. Yoo Ah-in particular, is deliciously evil as Jo, and Seo Do-kyo provides a powerful performance as the unrelenting policeman intent on taking him down. Number 1. Time to Hunt. Another Netflix original, Time to Hunt, is a thriller set in a dystopian near future in which poverty is even more widespread and destructive. A group of friends, desperate to get out of the city and start a better life, decide to commit one last heist together to get the cash they need, with a popular gambling house their target. While they successfully pull off the heist, stealing a large sum of money and the security hard drives, the owners of the gambling house decide to retaliate, hiring a ruthless assassin to hunt down the 4 friends and get back what they stole. The thriller, Time to Hunt, is perfect for people who like heist films or action-filled dramas, and the movie is sure to keep you on the edge of your seat as the 4 friends fight for their lives. And this brings us to the end of the video. What are your thoughts on today's video? Share with us in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more amazing movie reviews coming your way. And thank you for watching.